Hey, this is Agent Luther with another video in my series on Defiance. This is video number 9 for all you diehard fans who are following. Basically, what I'm going to show you in this video is another type of battle. What you're about to see is what we call the Shadow Wars. Now, before we set up a Shadow War, what I recommend is you get your party together. So, in this instance, we're going to basically lock down a location so we can all converge and start our match. Although that's not required, it's kind of like how we like to get, I guess, amped up for the fight that's about to come. So once you clear out the area and you all are set with your equipment, set with your weapon types, and got your game plan together, what you're going to do in the Shadow War, then you can begin.
Good work. Area secured.
So, step by step, setting up a Shadow War. You go into matchmaking, select Shadow War, and basically tell all the other players that the match is ready.
Everyone is good to go. Let's do this.
And
everyone is checked in. We're starting the operation.
So, the operation starts. You get transported to a location where the conflict is actually taking place. And just to let you know, it's a combination of player versus environment and player versus player. So don't think it's only going to be players that you're matched up against. And please don't think it's only going to be environmental threats that you're matched up against. You got to keep an eye out for both. And if you go in there thinking that you're going to take on another player the same way you take on artificial intelligence or a game creature, you'll be very disappointed. And unfortunately, I don't practice enough in these conflicts, so when I go into these battles, I'm going up against people who this is all they do, and they know the maps, they know the area, and they don't make amateur mistakes like that. So, at any rate, you get your crew together, you head into the conflict, and you choose your target. By successfully choosing your target, you can at least go in coordinated.
I'm up to the closest brother.
Defiance!
I am Alpha. Howdy, friend.
In this case, we chose to start with target A, and we move in that location, although we got distracted and dealing with the environmental threats as well. So, needless to say, we didn't take A over. We just basically stayed in the fight long enough to, you know, fend off B.
Alright, looking for snipers. Alright, got it.
Arcfall is now under your control, Utah. Data upload has begun.
Just to give you some background on what's going on in the storyline, the Arcfalls are sometimes random and sometimes they're controlled. Different factions have created devices to bring down the Arcfalls, and from what I understand in the next release is that you're going to have devices that actually allow you to control the Arcfall that you bring down as players. Different players can actually bring down their own Arcfalls.
Never saw me.
So here in the Shadow Wars, individuals actually will use every weapon at their disposal to try to battle other players, and it's just a matter of just another aspect of the Defiance game that allows you to test your skills versus another player.
Throw grenades on B before you get there.
There you hear one of my clan members coming up with tactics, thinking, you know, this is the best way to deal with that area. But you gotta get into the rhythm of actually playing these battles so you get a better understanding of how to actually fight, what works, what doesn't work. Even with the best of tactics, if you're not used to playing, you'll be taken out quite easily.
Get your act together, Utah.
As you see in that situation, I was flanked and didn't have eyes on the threat, didn't have a backup system.
You got one person holding A.
What's going on in the Shadow War is after your character gets defeated, you'll basically be able to get an overview of the map, and you'll choose your starting point. I remind players to use the environment to their advantage. Take full advantage of both hard and soft cover. The soft cover, bullets can pass through, but they obscure the vision of your opponents. And the hard hard cover, bullets cannot pass through. So just use that to your advantage. Now, here's an example of me using soft cover to conceal my position while spying on the area. Very effective. You're hidden, but don't forget you got to move on. You don't want to stay still for too long because your enemy will respawn, and you're going to also give away your position by firing your weapon.
Keep up
So
the good work, Utah.
keep that
You're
in
almost
mind.
done.
Well,
Yeah.
that pretty much wraps up
Right here.
everything I wanted to show you all
Wonder
about
came
the
out the
game.
hill.
The Shadow Wars are pretty intense. They're fast moving. Pay attention to your compass. Watch the positions of your team. Figure out exactly a good tactic that works. Recognize the
Clear this
different
area
threats in
of
the area.
assets.
Learn what weapons they're using. Figure out which weapons work best for you. The trick to any conflict is being prepared. So plan out your Shadow Wars by actually holding small clan events that you all can engage in.
Taking the Oxfall, Utah.
So
Next one.
the Shadow Wars go on. They're just like the Volge battles. Shadow Wars last a pretty long time. So I'm gonna show you just some highlights from the rest of this battle, and then I'm gonna
Coming back,
take
taking
off
that
and
can.
handle another fight.
Taken out again.
So as you saw, I got taken out on that. But yeah, so this right here, you bring up the map, figure out where you want to deploy to, pick your location, set in for the fight, and this is all fast forward footage. Just to let you know, the fights are pretty long. So at any rate, this is Agent Luther signing out, letting you all know the agents of Alpha are always recruiting. Look for us on our website, agentsofalpha.angelfire.com. I'll see you on the battlefield.